Hey, you open that.
She fit in here?
I mean, she's in there. Oh, she's in there.
이틀 전 미시간주 로즈빌 경찰은 한 손자로부터 할머니의 안전 확인 요청을 받고 늦은 오후 그녀의 집으로 향했습니다.
Police department. Hi, how's it going? Are you Patricia?
No, I'm her daughter, Carol.
이 여성은 50세의 캐럴 레이로 그녀는 어머니 패트리샤 집에서 3살 배기 딸과 함께 거주하고 있었습니다.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not here. No, she's with her sister.
Okay, I'm just asking because someone was worried they didn't know where she was at.
My son John. And him and her are having a little bit of a tiff because he owes her quite a bit of money. And he's been trying to call her for 24 hours now. And I gave her the message yesterday.
캐럴의 말에 따르면 어머니 패트리샤는 손자 존과의 갈등으로 잠시 이모 집에 머물고 있다고 했습니다. 경찰은 손자의 주장보다 딸인 캐럴의 말을 더 신뢰했고 그 말을 믿은 채 집을 떠났습니다.
And then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom.
My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
Sent the cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
It's clear that you're not telling us the truth. Where is she at, Carol?
다음 날인 2020년 1월 22일 오전 11시경 경찰은 다시 캐럴의 집을 찾았습니다. 그날 아침 일찍 손자 존이 경찰에 전화를 걸어 할머니가 확실히 실종됐다며 어머니 캐럴이 거짓말을 하고 있다고 주장했기 때문이었습니다.
Hi. Are you Carol?
Yes.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not. She's getting her B12 shot or something like that with Dr. Topazzo.
Where's that at?
I think Dr. Topazzo is up on 11 Mile by what's cardiovascular?
What's the doctor?
Dr. Topazzo.
Do you know how to spell that by chance? Written down anywhere in here?
Maybe I know she might have done with Dr. T on the calendar.
This little girl.
This is my daughter, Allison, her granddaughter.
Hi. Does she live here with you?
Yeah. She's been staying at her sister's house for a couple of days because we just got diagnosed with pneumonia and got home from the hospital. I had diverticulitis that ruptured. Okay. So I was in there for about 8 days, and all of her clothes and everything are here. She came by yesterday, and she was here not last night, but night before last, and she was here yesterday until about 5 p.m. and picked up her medications and a fresh change of clothes and stuff like that.
Okay. The only reason we're here is because your children are concerned about your grandma.
My son John, he sent you guys over last night, which I contacted my mother about, and she had a fit, and I was going to go down to the Roseville Police Department today about it, because within 36 hours I can show you my text messages from John.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a financial money issue between my mother and my oldest son John.
Okay.
And he borrows a lot of money from her and doesn't repay it. He's got a truck in the backyard she bought him, a car in the garage that she bought him that she took back because he wouldn't pay the insurance on it. So my mom is a very finicky woman, and I told her about it. And I said, John, I want you to call him before noon tomorrow, or he's going to call the police.
Right.
She got pissy about that. Now, call him when I got damn ready to call him. I got things to take care of.
Right.
Okay.
How old's your mom?
I said, she's 69 this year.
All right.
Where's her room here?
And it's right back here.
Can we just look at it?
Yeah, you want to see where her clothes are and everything? My mom's stuff is right there.
Okay.
And my mom, this is exactly my mom's Grandma B's toilet she typically uses. Here's fresh clothes that she just washed.
Okay.
All right. We're good. We get the call, and then there's one side of the story and then there's the other.
경찰은 간단한 인사를 나눈 뒤 집을 떠났습니다. 하지만 여전히 누가 진실을 말하고 있는지 확신할 수 없었고 무엇보다 패트리샤의 행방을 직접 확인하지 못했다는 점이 마음에 걸렸습니다. 결국 경찰은 그녀의 담당 의사에게 직접 전화를 걸어보기로 했습니다.
Hi, this is Casey from Woods Cardiology. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Officer Pelt with the Roseville Police Department. I'm just calling because I believe you have a patient in your office by the name of Patricia Bennett. and she has some family members that are concerned about her and are trying to just make sure she's there. If that's
Nope. She's not here. Her actually, they might have got the date mixed up. Her appointment, she's not supposed to be in today. Nobody's seen, like, she hasn't come in yet or anything like that. But we can for sure watch out and contact you.
결국 존의 말처럼 캐럴이 거짓말을 하고 있었습니다. 경찰은 여전히 패트리샤의 행방에 대한 단서조차 찾지 못한 채 수사를 이어갔습니다. 이후 경찰은 패트리샤의 손주들을 다시 불러 더 많은 정보를 얻기 위해 면담을 진행했습니다.
I just don't get why my grandma would make a Facebook post saying she's at home. You guys show up and she's not there.
And that was literally 2 minutes ago. As soon as you pulled away, she texted my dad that.
There may be other circumstances that we're not aware of, or the family's not aware of.
I'm hoping I just have a pissed off.
So what your expectation is that this woman here is your mother, is hiding your grandmother from you?
Yeah.
For what reason?
For months.
She's trying to take the money from her that you think is entitled to you?
No. Our grandma raised us.
Raised you, okay. Okay.
So, generally, yes, I'm really concerned.
Our mom's been in and out of our life.
She's at.
Right, okay.
You know, our mom was never in our life.
Gotcha.
And I just don't want my grandma to be passed away and she's collecting, or hopefully she's just hiding her because she's sick and my grandma doesn't want to know. I'd rather have a pissed off grandma than a missing one, or a dead one.
Well, if she's dead, then, I mean, if she's got a body hiding somewhere or has done away with her, I mean, and then trying to collect Social Security or whatever she receives, I mean, that takes some effort.
My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
Sent them cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
Well, she may be able to communicate to your mother, because we did speak to your mother at the house. And she's saying don't send us to that house any longer.
Yeah. Well,
so that may be her wishes. Your grandmother's wishes may be they don't want us knocking on the door.
We'll see if she's at the doctor's appointment.
Our grandma would have called us either way.
Maybe she does.
손자들은 어머니 캐럴에 대해 의심스러운 정황을 털어놓았습니다. 그들은 과거 어머니가 할머니 상대로 사기를 친 적이 있었지만 딸이라는 이유로 할머니는 캐럴을 고소하지 않고 넘어갔다고 말했습니다. 존의 말에 따르면 캐럴은 할머니의 돈을 몰래 사용하고 있으며 어쩌면 할머니를 어딘가에 숨기거나 이미 해를 입혔을 가능성도 있다고 믿고 있었습니다. 이러한 주장은 충격적이었지만 이를 뒷받침할 직접적인 증거는 없었습니다. 하지만 경찰은 점점 엇갈리는 진술에 혼란을 느끼기 시작했습니다. 캐럴의 말은 앞뒤가 맞지 않았고 그녀의 이야기에는 분명 허점이 있었습니다. 경찰은 일단 사건을 공식적인 실종 신고로 접수한 후 세 번째로 캐럴의 집을 방문하기로 결정했습니다. 이번에는 명확한 답을 얻기 전까지는 돌아가지 않겠다는 각오였습니다.
Is she here now? No, she's up at the Liver Cancer Institute getting her B12 shot. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be gripey with you, but
No,
where is she at?
we're just getting conflicting information, that's why. So we just have to confirm.
She has 2 doctors. Step in, because it's freezing.
The place, the doctor's office that you told us she went to, she's not there.
With cardiovascular is where she goes. Dr. Tapazou is who treats her leukocytic white blood cell cancer. She goes to the Weber Cancer Institute, the one up here at St. John Combs Hospital now. It used to be McComb Hospital, old Mount in Shaner. On the back side of it, there's a place called the Weber Cancer Institute. That's where she gets her monthly B12 shots. That's where she does some of her checkups for the cancer that starts with an S. Not the white blood cell cancer.
Okay, because you said she was at Woods Cardiovascular.
Because she has a lot of doctors.
What's your got?
And how did she get there?
Her sister drives her, or
Her sis-
I drive her.
You didn't drive her today, so today,
Sometimes her neighbor across the street.
how did she get there today, though?
I believe her sister.
Her sister?
Yes.
The sister that lives in Warren?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't have your sister's number?
I don't talk with my Aunt Carol or my Uncle
Right.
David. You guys are upsetting my daughter and you're upsetting me.
She doesn't look upset.
That's
Okay?
fine.
Because you don't hear what she says when she leaves. I just went through a really bad domestic violence divorce situation. I had CPS up my butt for the past 2
We're not
this
here,
year.
but that's not what we're here for. We're here to find out if your mom's okay. We got a bunch of people who are concerned about her, and no one seems to know where she
my
is.
son's, my daughter, and my mom.
She's
sitting on the
sending
couch.
messages telling everyone she's here.
She's currently here.
Now she's coming back here because she just called.
She just called. Why don't you call her right now? While we're here.
And she's on her way, then shortly we'll be able to resolve this.
If she's on her way here, we'll wait.
자신이 저지른 일이 들통날까 불안해진 캐럴은 전화를 집어드는 순간 얼굴이 창백해지며 눈에 띄게 초조한 기색을 보였습니다. 그녀는 한참 동안 전화를 만지작거리다 갑자기 리모컨을 들어 TV를 켰습니다. 소파 쿠션 사이에 숨겨둔 패트리샤의 휴대전화가 진동하는 소리가 경찰에게 들리지 않도록 하기 위한 행동이었습니다.
Yeah. You can see
That's
that
fine.
I'm actually following.
You want to put on speakerphone? Will she answer you?
I don't know. She went up there to get her B12 shot. I know she's supposed to be calling John because John's the one that started this 3-4 nights ago, threatening to call if she didn't talk to him. Yeah.
Was it possible then that she...
11:45,
I got you.
11:50.
Is it possible then that she could just speak to John? Directly. Directly.
Yeah.
Well, then why hasn't she?
Like face to face, so that they're at ease. Just try to call her again. What's the doctor's office she's at?
With cardio, no, the Weber Cancer Center is.
그 말을 들은 경찰은 즉시 해당 병원으로 전화를 걸었습니다. 그러나 결과는 똑같았고 패트리샤는 그곳에도 없었습니다. 이 시점에서 경찰들은 패트리샤의 실종이 단순한 가출이 아니라 캐럴과 관련되어 있을 가능성이 높다고 의심하기 시작합니다. 경찰은 지원을 요청했고 사건을 배정받은 형사들이 현장에 도착해 본격적인 조사를 진행하기 시작했습니다.
She's already let me go through the house. So we'll go through a little.
Did you go through the garage?
I've not been through the garage.
Just check the cars.
No, I just went through the house. So she's at her breaking.
Okay.
I just got her.
Carol, do you have any problems with us checking the house or anything like that?
Don't mind the mess.
Last time you saw your mother was when?
She was here day before yesterday. She left around 5 p.m. with whom I was told my aunt was picking her up. I was just informed she's not talking to my aunt and hasn't talked to her since my grandma passed away.
You saw her walking out the door. We've contacted quite a few people. Nobody knows where she's at. That's concerning, Abby. Does that concern you?
Kind of. I mean,
Has she done this in the past?
Grandma doesn't tell anybody what she does.
Has she done this in the past?
Yes. I'll open up her bedroom door so you can see her stuff or whatever. I'll unlock the car for you so you can look at it and whatever you want to do. I don't want to sign anything and get in trouble.
When your mom left, did she take like a toothbrush, a bag of clothes, like she was spending the night anywhere?
She did and the coat and boots. She's doing
She does that.
She's doing
What I'm saying is that's also when we're looking at somebody being missing, it's concerning because anything can happen. She's had COPD, she's had a stroke already. We understand she's
out there.
You don't seem very concerned. I'm more concerned for your mom than you are.
I am concerned. I've talked to her and seen her in the past 24, 48 hours. And
Like an overnight, you don't pack like just a toothbrush, a change of clothes,
Mom doesn't
underwear?
have any teeth at all.
Obviously, something's going on here. We're fairly certain something's going on. We need to tell you. We need you to tell us exactly what happened.
Your story's not adding up.
Your story doesn't add up.
Through it very quickly.
You're extremely nervous.
Well, yeah, I had the police here last night and today.
Start fresh and tell us what you know. Obviously, something probably happened to your mother, right? We're trained investigators. We know when something's not right and something isn't right. You have many people outside of you that are concerned about your mother's whereabouts. Where is she at, Carol?
I don't know, because she honestly said is what she told me when she left here. Okay? That's all I know.
Listen to me.
Few things.
You're lying a lot. Okay. I'm now at a point where I don't believe anything you're saying. Okay. So you need to come clean now. Let me know where your mother's at. If she's in this house or in your garage, that she passed away from natural causes or whatever it is, and you didn't want to do anything because maybe you needed some extra money for Social Security or whatever it is, we can get through it. But right now what you're doing is you're hiding somebody who's possibly dead.
캐럴은 끝내 수색 동의서 서명 요청을 거부했습니다. 특히 차고 수색을 허락하지 않자 형사들은 그녀가 뭔가를 차고에 숨기고 있다는 확신을 굳혔습니다. 그러던 중 캐럴의 남자친구 리키가 현장에 도착합니다. 그 역시 이 집에 거주하고 있었기 때문에 경찰은 리키에게 수색에 대한 동의를 요청할 수 있었습니다. 다행히 리키는 괜찮다며 동의했고 수색이 허가됩니다. 그러나 형사들은 리키 역시 사건에 연루되어 있을 가능성을 배제하지 않았습니다.
When was the last time you saw Patricia? Like physically saw her in person?
Physically saw her, it's probably been about a month at her sister's house.
No. How long
cheated
have
on
you...
me, she's lied on me.
Who lied on who? Who's lied on you?
Like Carol.
Carol.
She's cheated on me, yeah.
수색 동의서에 리키의 사인을 받자마자 경찰들은 집을 수색하기 시작했습니다. 그리고 뒷마당에 차를 확인한 후 차고 안으로 들어갔습니다.
You open that. Fit in here. I mean, oh, all right.
패트리샤의 시신이 박스 안에서 발견됐습니다.
Carol, go ahead and stand up for me. Turn off the chains behind your back, okay? You just gotta set it up. Think you know why we're going, but I suggest you think about what you need to tell us, okay?
형사들에게는 캐럴이 패트리샤의 죽음에 관여했다는 확신이 있었습니다. 다만 남자친구 리키가 어느 정도 연루되어 있는지는 불분명했습니다. 대부분의 시간을 함께 보냈기 때문에 리키가 아무것도 몰랐다고 단정하기 어려웠던 것입니다. 두 사람은 모두 경찰서로 이송되어 조사를 받게 되었고 동시에 집에서는 수색영장에 따른 본격적인 현장 조사가 시작되었습니다. 이미 형사들은 패트리샤가 살해당했다는 상당한 증거를 확보하고 있었습니다. 안타깝게도 패트리샤는 사망 후 약 2달간 차고 안의 플라스틱 보관함 속에서 방치된 채 부패가 진행된 상태로 발견되었습니다. 형사들은 캐럴을 조사실로 데려가 본격적인 신문을 시작했습니다. 캐럴은 믿기 어렵겠지만 어머니의 죽음은 사고였다고 주장했습니다.
At night, we were sleeping in the morning, and I heard loud banging. My daughter and I were sleeping in my room in the back, and my mom was sleeping on the couch. Anyways, there was a big crash, and it sounded like someone was breaking through the glass window or breaking down the door in the living room. I grabbed my gun and I went running down the hallway. I had my finger on the trigger like an idiot. But I went, not running, but walking fast down the hallway. Stupid stuff to that hallway. I did my hand like this, pulled her on the floor, and I noticed that she had blood coming out of her mouth. And then I just panicked from there. I didn't know what to do after that.
하지만 부검 결과 캐럴의 주장은 거짓으로 드러났습니다. 패트리샤의 목에서는 여러 개의 자창, 즉 날카로운 것에 찔린 상처가 발견된 것입니다. 형사들은 확실한 증거를 제시하며 진실을 말하라고 캐럴을 압박했지만 그녀는 끝까지 내가 찌르지 않았다며 부인했습니다. 조사 결과 캐럴은 패트리샤를 총으로 쏜 뒤 여러 차례 찌른 것으로 밝혀졌습니다. 다만 무거운 시신을 차고로 옮긴 점을 고려했을 때 혼자서 감당하기 어려웠을 가능성이 제기되었고 이에 리키가 범행을 도왔을 가능성도 수사 대상이 되었습니다. 그러나 캐럴은 끝까지 리키는 아무 관련이 없다며 입을 굳게 다물었습니다. 리키가 사건의 진실을 알고 있었는지는 여전히 불분명했지만 그를 범행과 직접적으로 연결할 만한 물적 증거는 발견되지 않았습니다. 결국 리키는 혐의 없이 석방되었고 캐럴 베넷은 2급 살인 혐의로 기소되어 유죄 판결을 받았습니다. 그녀는 끝까지 그건 사고였다고 주장했지만 배심원단은 그 말을 믿지 않았습니다. 재판부는 그녀에게 최소 20년의 징역형을 선고했습니다. 영상 제작에 힘을 보태주실 분들은 구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정 부탁드립니다.